Hey everyone. So I don't do just chatting for IRL streams because I don't have that set up. So I figured I don't actually really feel like playing this. I might, if anyone, if there's somebody watching. Yeah, I might go ahead and play this demo. Really, this is just just wanted to do a quick update for everybody on sort of my posting schedule as it's been. I was posting pretty regularly for a bit. You know, I did all the Crisis Core playthrough, a lot of Theater Rhythm, and Stanley Parable, and it's been a lot of fun. But I needed to talk about why that's probably going to change a little bit, without getting into too much detail about things. But effectively, I have not a lot. I have some medical things going on that aren't super fun, and you know, I'm okay. But weirdly, playing video games is not helping my medical issues that I have. So try and deduce what you will from that. It's weird times. Like I said, I'll be all right. But if you're wondering why I don't have a schedule up anymore, or I'm not really doing a lot of videos, so it's related to that, and trying to take care of my own health. Which, you know, it's funny, I've seen like YouTubers and stuff make videos like this before. I think it's always a responsible thing to do. Even the community that I have here with you guys, you know, I don't want to just kind of drop off the face of the earth without an explanation. I'm not dropping off the face of the earth. I imagine I'll still be posting and stuff once things kind of get sorted. I'm being very cryptic with this, but that's just for my own personal insurance. So yeah, if you've watched the videos and engaged in chat, it's been a lot of fun. It's really meant a lot to me, and it's not really something I want to stop doing or give up doing. Yeah, but again, past couple weeks and then going forward for an indeterminate amount of time. Unfortunately, I would like to say not long, but we'll see. I kind of have to step back, and I thought I'm going to do this while the Live Alive demo is playing in the background. I have to have a game going in order to do this with my setup. I don't want this. I've talked about this game before on the stream, with Theater Rhythm. This came out like right before Chrono Trigger, and sort of, let's say, like paved the way for Chrono Trigger. But is, you know, probably a less coherent and less fun Chrono Trigger is my guess. I don't know. So that's what I wanted to do. Is kind of just update y'all. And I know this is like going to be a VOD, so this will expire in 60 days. If you check back in 60 days from now and you don't see any videos, and you won't see this update either. So, you know, it'll be back to on my YouTube channel, I guess, if anybody is trying to put the puzzle pieces together. So that all being said, I don't want this to be such a huge downer. I improvise everything. I don't have speeches or things laid out. Or what do you call those things? Note cards. I was gonna say flashcards. So yeah, I think I hit all the basic points I want to talk about. I will go ahead and I'll start this demo Um, just because we've already gotten this far. Yeah, so if this doesn't make sense to you, it's because it doesn't really make sense to me. You kind of like in Chrono Trigger, you play as, well, you go to different time periods, and they're like supposed to be historically accurate time periods, but you play as different characters in those time periods, and there's a whole loom of fate that ties it all together, or something. Not really sure. So I'll play a little bit of this. This is what I'll say. Is I'll play a little bit of this. I'm not going to go through the whole demo. That's why I'm not titling this one Live Alive Demo, or Let's Play or anything like that. If you've already gotten out of this what I've already said, then you can probably go ahead and switch this off. Anyway, back to the demo. The one thing of note with this game, the one redeemable thing that I know going into it is that Yoko Shimomura did the soundtrack for it, who later went on to do some of the Mana games, Kingdom Hearts games, Final Fantasy 15. Brilliant composer, and this was her start at Square. Prior to this, she did Street Fighter 2, and Square just snatched her up. And so there's also they do go to, is it the distant future? Thanks, Scythenon, for tuning in, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, what's funny is, I saw, not really good with speaking right now, as you guys can probably tell. Fellow streamer, Scythenon, I saw that he, for anybody who's watching this without looking at chat, downloaded this, and I was like, wait, this is available for a demo? I might as well. Like, I had downloaded like 5 games. I was not in the best state of mind when I made this decision. I bet it is wild, though. I am curious about it. I know it feels like I have a bias against it already. It does say the distant future. Okay, so those I remember when I was reading up on it, it just said at some point in the future, so I guess it clarified. Alright, so anyway, back to it. I'll see how far I get with this. And this isn't, I can't imagine I'm going to be doing an entire demo session here because, again, I'll actually guarantee you that I won't because of what I was talking about at the start of the stream with the health reasons. But at least we can make this a little entertaining. I can't go to Imperial China or present day somewhere. I'll have to select a character first. We got Chrono. Oh, the characters are the... Okay. We got Kami, Dragon Ball. An egg monster. Yeah, this is actually really what inspired Hanjuko Hero. We got Trunks. I think this is all just folks. Oh, what was that game for SNES? It was like Toomba or something like that. It was before. No, it was before that. It was before Toomba. Toomba was PlayStation. They released two guys. It was like 2-player and platformer, and they were like this guy. I don't think it was Zumba. I think that's like Jazzercise. It might be though. I wouldn't even know how to go about looking that up online. Just know what kind of weird game is stored in my memory archives, like played when I was like 8 years old. So I mean, yeah, he could easily be a Dragon Ball character too. Jazzercise for NES. Oh, yeah. And then you got this. I mean, this is just. This is such a wonderful little insight into early mid-90s Japanese culture. That's Imperial China. Oh man. Alright, so I'm gonna go Wild West because I just cannot wait. The American frontier is a place of foolish dreams and dashed hopes. Is this today? Are they talking about today? A tired soul rides into a dying town terrorized by outlaws. Success, they call it. Though to look at it now, none can imagine why. Against a gang of villains, a lone gunslinger stands no chance. Perhaps by working together with the locals for a trap. Before the crazy, not the wild bunch, crazy bunch arrives, one man may yet make a difference. So, alright. We got the man with no name here. He's just arriving to America for the first time. I feel like... Excuse me. I feel like... the Japanese, like, I don't feel like I'm going to be like culturally offended by this in any way, because the Wild West myth in America is you know, a myth in and of itself, and I have no attachment or real love for propagating that myth. I do love history, like the actual history of, you know, the time period and what the game is called, you know, Frontier America. Whatever that means, whatever that is. But if there's going to be one thing that might affect, it might be this game. I don't know. We'll find out. Wild West. Play this chapter. Oh. This is just like pile of bullets. I wonder if that was originally in Japanese. Long walk. Oh. Okay. Yoko Shimomura is dealing with... Wow. There's voice acting in this? I forgot this was like a whole remake for the Switch where they just added a bunch of voice acting to all of these remasters. It's so weird to see a 2D sprite game with voice acting. I know some people are really into it. It's very hard for me to get used to. So I was talking about Yoko, just like Yoko Shimomura was like, hey, can you make like an Old West theme? And she's like, I don't know. Is this okay? And they're like, perfect. It is nice.
Nope, but I got something for you to post up.
More trouble in these parts, huh? I swear. Thought it couldn't get any worse after that last bunch rolled in.
Last bunch was the last bunch, the wild bunch, and now we're moving on to the crazy bunch, or was the last bunch the crazy bunch? Oh, it does. Puzzle in that.
Okay. What your clever moniker?
Who's he talking about? Me? Names cannot be changed. That's not right. No. I pressed back. Oh, there we go. What was Zython, you remember? This is okay, so I'm clearly having memory issues. Was it Irving? Was that the guy from FF8? The cowboy? I don't think it was Quistis. What's their suggestion? Sundown? Alright, well. Sunny Guns.
Kid, huh? Don't look all that young to me.
Sunny Guns kid. Is this gonna go on for a bit? Do I have control over anything? No. It's just this is. You know, it's letting me enjoy some more of his soundtrack.
Fancy meeting you here, partner.
You know what? Zythanon?
Oh, why the long face? Reckon you'd be relieved to finally put this life on the lamb behind you.
This is not great, dog. They did do a Live Alive track for one of her orchestral albums, but I don't think this was included on it. Tragically, this is good. I mean, it's obviously very Ennio Morricone, but this is good times. Yeah.
Honestly, a little gratitude would be appreciated.
The Man in Black.
Come on, let's do this proper.
What are they doing?
Can't have people casting aspersions on the great bounty hunter, Mad Dog.
Who's he? Is he your boss?
No, sir. Never let it be said he shot an unarmed man in cold blood.
You're gonna have a dance off.
How many times we done danced this dance now?
You know, Zython, I thought you were joking. I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was going to be an actual dance off. Square nailed it. Yeah, he doesn't. Oh, he is Mad Dog. I'm sorry. I thought he was trying to defend his boss's honor.
It's almost like saying goodbye to a lover.
The hell? You know, that is what happens every time I try and do a dance off.
Bard had it right. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Dance off. Ooh. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So. Already. So. He's out of my range, so can't do an ability. But but you know what? If I move down to, then he'll be in my range. But his gauge is I let his gauge go really fast because I
Just shrugged it off.
I'm resistant to bullets. Going with this guy. This is a surefire way to win. I'm resistant to all bullets. Move. Oh shit. Always resistant to single shot. Okay. Can I move more? Yeah. Yes, okay, so it's kind of... Oh, right. I need to be there. Whatever, go for your Sidewinder. Now we have ourselves a... That was close. I was dance. I did a lot of dancing. I did a lot more dancing than he did.
You son of a bitch!
Whoa!
Finish me, goddammit! Don't you dare walk away from me again!
Barely. Don't you dare limp away out of here after I almost killed you. Mad Dog Scrub.
Finish me!
Okay, this is getting a little...
Whoa!
I won't finish you, Mad Dog, but I'll finish your horse.
How dare you? Shooting at my Goldie? Killing a man is one thing, but you leave his horse out of it.
You weren't gonna finish the horse.
I ain't done talking!
That's how fast people run in comparison to horses. Are we gonna take his horse? We should take his horse.
Another
Post up
town.
Whoa, that's me? That's Sonny Gun's kid talking? Yep. We're just watching a Tarantino movie at this point. These 2D remasters are so wild. Like from an art design perspective, it's just really weird. Excuse me. Quit the chapter at any time. That's kind of nice. Well, what do I usually do when I stumble into town? I look for a flag. I pass that flag. Thought the horse might have ran. I bet that's where the horse went. Knocked himself in. That is alright.
Soy comandante de las yeguas, yo y yo solo.
Oh no. And then we have the anime Dragon Ball kids on the left, also confused as to what was going on. I interrupted their party. I really want that little mariachi song to be a ringtone.
Cállate.
Well, I'm gonna have the sake over here, presuming that's what it is. And I'm just gonna stick around back here and examine this. Right. I don't like the way you guys are playing.
Howdy, stranger. Thirsty? Or you got a hankering for something more substantial? Free of charge, of course. God damn, is it hot out there? Barkeep, the usual. Hmm? Hey, stranger. Seems you're sitting on my favorite stool. Hey! You deaf or just stupid?
That's enough. Your name on it, huh? 'Cause I don't see it. Do you? Waltzing in here, acting like you own the place, without spending a dime. We don't need that kind of customer. No, thank you.
Now, Annie, darling, there's no need to make a scene. Annie! Settle down now.
Don't you talk to me like that. Big, strong men, striding around like you own the place because of what you got dangling between your legs. Wayne!
Nani?
James!
On this car?
Clint!
Shh.
Cesar!
What? That's Cesar. Okay.
You got cojones? Well, don't you? So use them!
There's a lot going on in this game, man. if this is like this, I can't wait to see their interpretation of other things.
Oh, Annie.
He's resistant
Full
to
of
cojones.
fire and fury. Real Hellraiser. I love it. I mean it, darling. Be my woman.
Get away from me!
Shoot his horse.
Annie. Darling. I know you didn't just raise a hand. 'Cause there's some things a man cannot abide.
Leave her alone.
Oh. What is
Billy!
he doing?
If it isn't the brave sheriff's little brat. Here to hate to break it to you, kiddo. But I ain't got time for your shit.
I'll just move down. I'll just move down a little bit.
Whoops. Sorry about that, stranger. The boy was out of line, but I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Tell you what, let me buy you a drink to smooth things over. Barkeep! Milk for my new friend. Heads up! I figure that ought to suit a delicate flower like yourself. Would you look at that? Downed it like a man dying of thirst.
Hombres con leche.
I think my new friend needs another. Barkeep!
Doing the milk challenge? I could drink a whole gallon of this stuff.
Heads up! I figure that ought to suit a delicate flower like yourself.
Yep.
Would you look at that? Downed it like a... I think my new friend needs another.
I think so.
Heads up!
This is
Figure
ridiculous.
that ought to suit a delicate...
Why even give you the option? Ugh.
What's this? You spitting on my generosity? How else am I to interpret the return of this milk I see before me?
With cojones.
And to top it off, this hangover. But that's what I get for drinking the cheap piss they serve here. Let me guess. It's not that you hate milk, but that you can't stomach it, unless it's fresh from your mother's tits.
Watashi. So lame. Well, now I know what happens when you pick the dialogue branch doesn't want you to.
Your mother's, maybe.
Huh? Huh? You got a death wish? That it?
Alright, I'm gonna do better this time. Oh, they moved everybody else out of the field of things. I was gonna go for Annie, but I was got no EXP.
This isn't over, you hear me? You'll get yours! You just wait and see!
Hi, Peg. You were weird.
So then,
Now, so Zythanon, I think what you're missing here is that this part is just called Wild West. This isn't supposed to be like the ancient Wild West in, the 19th century. This is current day Western America. So no, things are not going to change. Yeah, it's the Western world. Wow, I see what you did there. that's, that's clever. All right, now I'd like to order milk.
you ain't riding with the crazy bunch.
That was amazing! You gave Pike a hiding he won't never forget.
With him on our side, I just know we can beat them.
What's all the ruckus?
Sheriff, this fella here, see, he just rode into town and...
Oh, now you show up. In the nick of time, as always. My father, the sheriff. The coward.
What?
Billy, son, try to understand. If we so much as look at these people the wrong way, there's gonna be hell to pay.
But if we don't take a stand, then nothing will ever change.
Oh, Annie, please.
I don't want to hear it. Our sheriff, my brother, every last man in this town is a coward.
About the outlaw.
This boy here's got more courage than all of you put together.
Sheriff, listen. This fella here, see, he just might be the answer.
Oh man, this is so derivative. This is really actually kind of
Alas,
difficult.
good people, I fear you have misjudged the content of that villain's character.
Oh no. That the same guy from the horse?
A man's name is his story,
It is.
and that one speaks volumes. You deserve to know, so I'll tell you. The kid. Yeah, that's right. That fares the devil himself.
We just got rid of the devil.
Wait a minute. It's him.
$5,000, dead or alive. And the one who's gonna bring him in is me, Mad Dog.
2020.
Liar!
I am many things, boy, but I am no liar.
He's just doing, what's his name character from Tombstone.
You're a good guy, right, mister?
I'm no saint.
No. No! I don't believe it!
Always were lousy with the little ones, weren't you, kid?
We don't have that long of a history.
Goldie's still out there, you know. Lost or dead in the desert. But you'll answer for that. And everything else. Soon enough. Outside. Now.
It's It's a showdown.
That was dramatic.
A showdown.
A hoedown?
Don't even think about running.
Yeah, I don't want to hold down. Yeah, somebody like that. Really? Why don't we give you the option of examining them? Yeah. Where are they all looking? Why aren't they looking at me? Whatever. Yes. Shimomura-san, let's do this. Tumbleweed.
Now there's a look I'd never seen on you before. Oh, a pang of sadness for the end of our extended association? I understand, I truly do. But all good things must come to an end. And end it we will, kid. From 10 paces. Each man takes 5. I'll count it off. On the 5th, we turn and fire. Agreed? Right then. 1. 2. 3.
Son.
4.
Yawn.
5.
He's one of the crazy bunch.
Those 2 guns. How'd they know?
They're from the future.
Just my luck. These simpletons ruining a perfectly good duel.
Wow! You both are incredible! With them backing us up, maybe, just maybe, we can take on the crazy bunch. Listen, I guarantee there's a whole lot more of them on the way, and they'll be out for blood now. You've got to help us fight!
Well, when you put it like that. Not that I could ever muster the strength to turn a woman down.
Or on.
Sorry, kid. But it seems our duel will have to wait. But only until after we've dealt with the crazy bunch.
Alright. Well, as weird as this was, oh man, there's so many flags in this area. Okay. As I mentioned at the start of my stream here, at the start of the video, I'm not going to be playing through this whole thing, so this is just as fine a place as I need to stop for the evening.